All right, let's begin this hour with breaking news out of Hong Kong, where ongoing protests have forced the cancellation of all outbound flights at the city's international airport. Incoming flights are so far not yet affected. You're now looking at live pictures from the airport. For weeks now, about 10 weeks, protesters have been calling for democratic reforms, an independent inquiry into police conduct, and the resignation of City Leader Carrie Lam. Meantime, Mrs. Lam is defending police and saying she plans to begin dialogue with her critics as soon as this chaotic situation subsides. Joining us from the ground with all the very latest, RT correspondent Sara Montes de Oca. She has just landed at the Hong Kong International Airport. Sara, what can you tell us?
Well, Manila, we landed not even an hour ago, and already we were detained prior to baggage. When we picked up our baggage, there was a police. We could hear there were riots outside near the departures. The incoming flights, like you said, were not affected, just all departing flights. This is day 2 of them being affected. But as we were later detained for a few minutes, we're allowed to come out to the ground transportation. We saw groups of protesters. They did disperse, though, after the police threw fire gas, tear gas, and pepper sprayed a lot of the protesters. So we're still seeing probably a good couple of hundred of them. We see police with full riot gear, pepper spray, ready to push back against these protesters. Right now, it's pretty calm, though. Whether it will be more violent, we'll have to wait and see. We'll stick around and hopefully have a report for you later today. But these protesters are not going anywhere, at least not for the foreseeable future.
Do you feel any sense of threat, any concern for your security there?
People are running. There's a lot of press here. We're all in press gear, helmets, fire, gas masks. People are being protected and taking all precautions necessary, including protesters who there have been so many injuries in the last 10 weeks since these protests started. And it's interesting because we've heard more and more now Chinese officials pointing out that the U.S. is behind these protests and that it bears features of a sort of color revolution like we've seen in the past. So a lot of protesters here, some Westerners even, that we can see right now. There are still hundreds of them. They're a little more dispersed. They're chanting against the police. The police have barricaded certain entrances and exits of the airport. So it's still pretty strong. These protesters, like I said, are not going anywhere. And right now, not too violent, just standing around chanting.
All right, we will leave it right there. Make sure you stay safe and check back in with us later for an update. Sara Montes de Oca live on the ground at the Hong Kong International Airport. Thank you, Sara.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.